1 week ago, police made a gruesome discovery inside this Lakeside Falls City home. 5 members of the same family, including 2 parents, Sarah and Mark Humiston, and 3 children, age 7, 9, and 13, were found shot to death. The alleged shooter, who the court has asked us not to name, called 911 himself, telling police it was his younger brother who shot the family and then killed himself. Investigators say that story didn't add up and arrested the 15-year-old boy. His story in part contradicted by his 11-year-old sister, who was shot but survived. Washington State Patrol crime scene investigators spent 2 days documenting the crime scene. The house turned back over to the victim's relatives on Wednesday.
Law enforcement has obviously gone through this.
But this weekend, the defense successfully petitioned the court to lock down the scene until they could get eyes on it themselves.
It is their job to investigate this case. They have a duty and an obligation constitutionally to do so. They have a duty and obligation for their client to make sure that, and I understand, the Washington State Patrol's been through it, your forensic experts have been through it, they have the right to conduct an investigation of their own.
The defense will have until the end of the day to search the home on their own. They're only allowed to take pictures and aren't allowed to remove anything from the home. They say the priority, Joyce, is going to be to get in there, and they want to bring in a special machine to essentially make 3D renderings of the home for their own investigation that presumably we'll see again in court.
And interestingly, the suspect in this initially told police that he was not the shooter, right?
Yeah, if you remember, the suspect, the 15-year-old, called 911 himself and tried to pin this on one of his siblings. But the defense kind of alluded to the fact that they may be trying to kind of flesh out that part of the story. And they say that's why they need to get into this home to see if there's some evidence that may corroborate that. Again, foreshadowing to a defense that we may see in court.
All right. Sebastian, thank you.